No, guys, he comes from afar. He dances in LA. It is Johan. Welcome to the podcast. Hey guys, welcome back to the Launch Top Podcast with
Christian.
With Josh. And today we have a guest named
Johan el Megadivo Dominicano, papi, pa' que lo
It's going to make it very clear for you guys that we're very drunk and really out of it. So if this podcast episode sounds a little bit of it really weird, that's why.
We're
guys.
on water, guys.
Definitely. So Johan, how's it going, man?
Hey, it's going good. It's going pretty good. Late. What's up with you?
And today, guys, we have no mics. We actually lost our mics that we were going to use for this in a hotel that we stayed at out in Vegas. We'll get to that later.
Yeah, Vegas,
and,
long story short, absolutely a wild trip for so many different reasons.
Yeah.
For so many opposite reasons if you expect Vegas to be. Like, let's be honest.
It was crazy. But yeah, guys, we are here today to talk about Johan and his adventures and how he's came into LA and what he's trying to do out here. And we're just going to get right into that. So, Johan, tell me about why you moved to LA.
I moved to LA because LA is the city of art. It's the capital of the entertaining. So I moved for that reason, just like most of the people that move to this city. And my purpose is to be big. And so far, I'm getting there.
Yeah, so Johan's pretty funny. He's been in some of my YouTube videos, and now he's in the podcast, so it's really cool.
And explain to the viewers, where are you from originally?
Yeah.
I'm originally from Dominican Republic, a small town out of the city, San Pedro de Macorís, municipio Consuelo. Serie 138, tú sabes, papi, pero aquí estamos en LA, we're here in LA, trying to be somebody, kicking it with a homie, and coming through to the podcast. I pour something with my stories, and trying to make you laugh, trying to be fun.
Yeah. So I see that a lot of people have probably seen your dances. He does dancing, by the way, guys. How did you get into that? Like, how did you actually how did you know that you wanted to do that?
Oh, actually, I found out about I should be doing that a long time ago, but I found out that like 6 months ago because I always done it. I always dance.
Yeah.
I was one of the founder of the dance.
Yeah.
Like from the beginning, I know the history of the dance and the history of the music, and I be so involved on them both. So I always had it on me, and now I'm sharing it with the world, sharing with the social media, followers everywhere and anywhere I can, because I just love it.
I love that. That's pretty cool.
And I think like the music is the shit. It's the rhythm. It's like you dancing without even knowing.
Yeah.
So that's the best part of everything.
Yeah.
That's part about this guy is he is not shy whatsoever when it comes to dancing in public.
Yeah, guys, he'll dance literally anywhere. If you ask him to dance, he'll just break down right there.
This dude might be the
cool.
boldest motherfucker I know right now. Like,
ain't nowhere I won't dance.
Yeah.
Ain't nowhere I won't dance.
I'm still dead over the fact that you danced over a fucking Porsche that wasn't even yours.
Hey, I saw a shot. I told my boy Josh, bro, you got me, record me. We're gonna do this and this. And we did it, and the video came through. You should watch it. It was dope.
Guys, watch it on his Instagram. It'll be down in the description down below.
Yes, sir.
Johan Negativo on Instagram. It's right there, the first post.
We'll pop it up right here.
I mean, hey, let's be honest though. Josh and I got my mic here. By the way,
sorry about
so
that.
You're good. My phone is my mic today. I think it's crazy.
Got it.
But
cheers, guys. You guys drinking with us?
Cheers.
Drink water.
Yeah, drink water.
No, let's talk about some of our adventures over the last week because, well, first off, before I do that, guys, I would like to share the fact that we have discussed a change in schedule as far as posting goes with the podcast.
Yeah, guys, we'll be now uploading every other Friday.
Every other Friday or every Friday?
Yeah, guys, we update. All right. Yeah,
I think it's every other Friday.
Yeah, guys, we updated the schedule to every Friday. It just kind of has been a toll on us and our schedule. He's in classes now. He's at school.
Yeah.
So it'll just be better. So
it makes
new
more
episodes
sense
every Fridays.
because like with his YouTube channel being on Mondays and Fridays as well as ours being on Mondays and Fridays, it's a lot. You know what I mean? And like we need sleep because the first episode, for example, we were up until literally 7 a.m. editing for that to drop in 4 hours from that point. Like we didn't get sleep. You know, in the second episode. That was true. It was a lot as well. Like worrying about his YouTube video coming out on around the same time as our podcast.
Yes.
So it's like, and obviously we want our podcast to be as quality as possible. And we want to offer segments like we were talking about in the last episode. So it's like, why not upload once a week and throw those segments in at the end of the week instead, and kind of like discuss everything that's happened over the last week? Then between a 3-day span, I guess is the best way to put it. You know
so yeah, guys, it just rolls this into. What happened in Vegas? We might have to roll a clip.
I want to ask that question. Hey,
all right, let's roll a clip right now.
Hey.
Strip, baby.
Yo, I just won.
Yo, my son really just won.
It's looking pretty good. We already won $50.
Christian, you are the GOAT. You are the GOAT.
There's like a shit ton of cops here.
Yo, guys, like shit is going down.
It
was actually really fun.
It was really fun.
Where can you guys start at?
I think that when we first got there, I think that it was very challenging when we got there, when we got to the hotel. By the way, guys, we didn't stay in a nice hotel. We stayed in a like Motel 6 type of hotel. Okay, so when we get there, there's a fucking shooting off to the side,
we don't know.
Whatever it was. But
all I know is that we got there, and there's like, I don't know, what would you say, 6 cop cars around the hotel?
Oh, that's why it was called Motel 6?
Yeah, there was.
Yeah, that's why I was like, it was below Motel 6.
Cop car.
We were on some like Quality Inn type shit. Like this was wild. Like when I say there was like 6 cop cars around like our hotel, like I'm not joking. Front, back, side to side, like everything. And like not to mention the fact that we were in, like we had to walk like at least a quarter mile to our hotel room from the office when we checked in, and our car was still over there. So right when we got there, we were like, you know what, fuck it, let's go to the casino. And we get out there, and I turn the corner. First thing I see, cops on the second floor of the balcony, guns drawn at a fucking door, and like 8 other cops like in front of us yelling at. No, seriously, it was a movie. I was like, what the fuck is happening? I was like, why are we staying here? I'm like, we literally were like
we need to make the
casino,
money to make money to get a new fucking hotel.
No, our goal in the casino that night was let's make enough money to get another hotel room somewhere on the strip. Because when I tell you it was cops there, guns drawn with some whatever fucking shit.
I have a question.
What?
How was down the bet in the tables? Because you guys say you guys went to bet some money.
So that was very
disappointing.
Very disappointing. For the first time being in Vegas, not the first time being at a table in Vegas, my first time playing blackjack, it went by probably 3 seconds where we put $25 in. We're like, oh my gosh, we might win, or one of us is going to win.
Hopefully.
Dealer's like, all right, here you go. Puts on the cards. He's like, oh, that sucks. Oh, you got 23? That sucks. All right, see you guys. Have a nice time in Vegas. Type shit. So I was like, okay.
That was, again, hey guys, the name of the game you guys was playing, it's called Blackjack.
Yeah, but like,
you guys was like White Jack.
Hear me out, okay?
On the table, though, they got the trick. They got the trick.
Yeah, but like, hear me out, okay? Like, the rule of thumb at a blackjack table is tap the table if you want to get hit with another card, okay? I did not fucking tap the table. And he hits me, and I bust at the fucking table.
You didn't tap the table?
Like, I didn't tap the table. I'm at like, I think I had like a 16, and he hits me with an 8. I'm like, I didn't fucking call for a hit. I was gonna stay. I didn't even get a chance to look at my cards.
Yeah, it was like, right when we blinked, I was like, all right, that's
up.
No, literally. So I said, fuck the blackjack table. This man, we went to a blackjack machine. This man walked out with $30.
Yeah.
You worked out with something.
Then I lost all the money. So.
When that happen? When you lose all your money? Because this story is like Josh Mello lost everything in Vegas.
Yeah, well, it was just like I was. You guys know. If you guys have ever gambled, if you guys haven't, don't fucking gamble. You'll lose all your money. It's a bad choice to do. It's a bad habit. Anyways, we go to the blackjack table, and sorry, that's not the table. It's like the electronic type of slot machine.
Computer.
It's a computer machine. And basically, I was making a little bit of money. I was making like $30. I'm like, okay, cool. I keep betting it. I lose all of it, and that's the short story for that.
You lose all of it at once, or?
In one sitting.
Well, okay. So how it went is I made $30, right? I was like, okay. How it would be probably better.
You trusted me.
We got $30 out of the cashier. I'm like, all right, we're gonna split in 10. I gave Dan 10. Dan's Tony's friend, by the way. If you guys don't know, Tony
refuses
is in
to
a
be
lot
on
of my
our
episodes
podcast.
on YouTube. But other than that, he's a really nice guy. But yeah, that's one of his friends. Dan, I gave him $10. He got $10. And I got $10. So it was basically to the point where I was like, okay, one of us is gonna fucking win.
Hopefully.
Okay, so I was like, if I get them all 10, we're gonna make back money, and it'll probably get doubled. And it fucking didn't, because I lost everything.
Yeah.
So
that was a
Christian,
stressful night. Well, my luck is horrendous with blackjack. First off, okay. And for anybody who hasn't gambled yet, when you are of age to gamble, piece of advice, the moment you take that money out and you put it on a bet, okay, mindset, just know that it's not yours anymore. Don't anticipate it to be yours anymore. Don't anticipate to win. Okay, it's a very simple phrase. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best, and you'll never fucking be disappointed.
Listen, guys, listen.
You know what I mean? Be smart, because I think all three of us, when we gambled, we got
we
up.
were not being smart at
No,
all.
we got up to a certain point.
Hold on. You say 3 of us?
Yeah, well, no, not
Yeah.
you. Being Dan, the other guy. But
I do not bet my money, guys.
Cap.
Spends his money every fucking day.
No, it's as simple as don't get too cocky, because whether it's him getting $30 and putting $10 to every other person to hopefully win more money, or you putting $20.
I seriously thought that would be a good idea. If I gave them all
It was
10,
smart,
I
the
thought we were
logic.
all gonna win. That
The
was
logic-
not the fucking case.
The logic behind it was very smart. You know what I mean? But it just didn't work in our favor.
Yeah, it just didn't work.
But to begin with, no part of that entire trip worked in our favor.
Let's talk about that.
Okay, all I'll say is the fact that our stay was kind of on us because we waited till literally the night before we were supposed to leave to book our hotel.
Yeah, so seriously, guys, honestly, we could have got a nice hotel in Vegas. Our dumbasses, honestly, my dumbass decided to not and just fucking book it the fucking day of. And I was just like, okay. I was honestly joking at a point that we were going to get Motel 6, but I was like, this is how it's heading, so.
Motel 6?
Honestly,
right at the door?
Hold on.
around.
No, Motel 6 would have been a better choice than what we had.
That is true.
And then the killing shot is that their best idea was to go gamble some money. And they came out short.
And we didn't make back the money for the new hotel,
On
so it
top
kind
of
of
it,
sucked.
we literally went there for a
came out
fashion
short.
event for this guy. Okay? There was 4 of us. Okay? It was you, me,
Adam better
Tony,
than
and Dan. And we went there to go to the event, support Josh, and be there for him. We couldn't fucking get in. We couldn't fucking get in. I mean, we pay for an Uber SUV. We're fucking hyped, dressed up. We end up at the pool of the Bellagio while this motherfucker's modeling on a runway.
So let's make this very clear. When I was going out there, I thought it was going to be a public fashion show. I honestly didn't know what was happening. I should have put more research into that. My fault. But at the same
I'm not
time,
blaming you for it.
oh yeah, I know. At the same time, let's bleep this. And I brought these fucking guys with me. I'm like, hey, they're gonna have a cool time. They're gonna be seeing a cool fashion show that I'm gonna be in, so they'll hopefully be supporting, which is gonna be pretty nice. Not thinking that they're not gonna be able to get the fuck in. So I was like, well, fuck. So right when we get there, I'm like, okay, I'm calling the fucking people that are right below us. And I'm like, hey, like, I have a couple friends here. Like, is it okay for them to come in? They're like, no, I'm so sorry. It's only for the brand. And I'm like...
But, no, Vegas, like, I guess the best way to put it is every planned thing for Vegas went wrong in every way possible.
I think going out there, I was like, holy shit, like, this is going to be a really cool trip. Like, oh my gosh, I'm going to Vegas again, and it's going to be, like, really cool. It just kind of turned out to not be that much of a really cool trip. But honestly, what we kind of did,
right,
I think it was honestly pretty fun at the end. I think it was, like, a lot of stuff that happened, hanging out with my buddies and stuff, which was really cool. And... yeah, just bringing you guys with me. I think that was pretty sick.
It was a fun concept and it worked out in our favor in some ways. You know what I mean? I honestly wish we had more time out there.
I think if we were out there about like probably a fucking week, we'd probably have the best
like a week
time ever.
anywhere, like 2 nights is not enough.
That's true.
If they stay about a week, they might own the city.
Well, yeah.
I know these two guys.
Realistically.
In a week. Omega is there. City of Christian and Josh, mellow.
Realistically, we only really had one day there. We showed up to Vegas
one day.
at 11 o'clock at night, went and gambled till 2, or hung out until 2.
Just chilled.
Had the whole day on, Tuesday, and then left at like 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
We only had one day, so there wasn't a lot to do in that time.
That's
frame,
true.
You know what I mean?
That's true. I think if we had them a little bit, maybe I would just say fucking 4 days. To be honest with you. If we had 4 days, it would probably been the best trip ever.
Not to mention
you
the
might
fact
figure
that
out the whole casino shit and all the gang.
Okay, so let me talk about that, okay? So it's the second day of Vegas, right? We're getting done with the fashion show. We're like, all right, well, now we're going to gamble. It's because what else can you do in Vegas? Just fucking gamble. So we're like, all right, we pull out $20.
And
we're going to bleep that out. But anyways, so we pull out $20. We're like, all right, we honestly wanted to go to the table for roulette. I couldn't pull out 20, so I was like, all right. Christian's going to go to the roulette and then see make that money. And how did that go?
You really want me to answer?
How did roulette go?
Listen, guys, roulette is supposed to be a game of love and favoritism.
It fucking wasn't.
That was faster than blackjack. It was shitty. No, dude, I bet on probability. I bet on odds.
odds.
And I lost. Odds.
Nuts.
I bet on odds. Now it's either between odds, evens, black, and red. Build your money and then put it on the numbers. So I put on odds. Okay, there's more odds on a roulette table than there are evens. And I still managed to fucking lose on my first bet.
It was like probably 3 seconds. I blinked and I was like, holy shit, he just lost all his money.
And I said, fuck this.
All I gotta say about it is nuts.
Johan, you're a dick. You can walk off the show right now, you motherfucker. In Josh's glasses.
Are you walking off?
Off?
Are you walking off?
Hell no.
Are you walking off?
I'm walking off.
Are you walking off?
Of what? Of white?
No, honestly, guys, like the last week has
I think it was a really fun trip. Like, not gonna get it wrong, but honestly, they're supposed to have races. So when we were in an Uber, this girl was like, "Hey, like we're gonna have F1 races. That's why we're like reconstructing the strip and stuff." Sorry, guys, I just burped there. Excuse me. But yeah, they're like reconstructing the strip and stuff for like a race. So I was like, honestly, we can go back for that, and I think that'd be pretty cool. We get in a nice hotel actually, and we don't get a fucking. If you guys, by the way, don't stay there. There's a lot of police activity. So,
or really
don't
fucking
fucking
put that
go
name
there.
in because
because I'm putting them on fucking blast. Because I lost all my shit, and they want me to call 2 hours back. Fuck them.
No, I'm definitely bleeping the name. I'm sorry, Josh. I can't do that to public businesses. And
Please do.
No, it's honestly, Vegas was a blast. And like, again, guys, last week was an absolute, I don't know how to put it, nightmare. Not in a bad way. It was just like constantly just like on call. You jump from shooting a podcast to jumping a YouTube video to going to a photo shoot for Double Experts to doing this to doing that. I mean, as far as it goes for me, absolutely nonstop.
We were very fucking busy last week. Let's just say that.
And even this week has been like crazy.
These guys are the hardest working guys in the industry right now. Nobody's working harder than these two right here.
Thank you so much, bro.
Thank you
so much.
Honestly, appreciate it.
Just know that, okay?
And we do it for the right reasons.
But keep talking your shit. Keep talking your shit.
No, it was fun. It's just kind of like, you know, we put a lot on the line for the content that we do.
Yeah.
Like for starters, my $1,300 drone.
Let's talk about that, guys. So, okay, a little brief backstory. We're shooting the short film that's about to come out right after this episode comes
Which was
out,
the short film we advertised in the podcast that came out on Friday.
Yes. If you guys haven't watched it, please go watch it. It'll be down in the description down below. So right behind the scenes when we're shooting this short film, I wanted a drone shot. And Christian was about to use his drone. Right when he starts flying it, it was going to be like a car shot. It was going to be pretty cool. And I was like, all right. So I'm like driving past. I'm like, okay, like I'm thinking like they're getting the shots and stuff, right? So I see them like they're getting the shots. I'm like, okay, like he has his drone. I come back. They're like, Christian's like, holy fuck, I lost my drone. And I'm like, where? And he's like, the tree. Christian, take it away.
Guys, when I say this was the most like stressful moment of my life ever when it came to being on a shoot, I 100% mean it, okay? Because mind you, this is a $1,000 drone I have. A DJI Pro Mini 3, which was a gift from my beloved parents, okay? And mind you...
Thank you, Christian parents, for not killing him. He definitely got it back.
Hold on. The reason they haven't killed me is...
Hey, we gotta clap him. We gotta clap him.
We gotta clap.
That was a...
You can't... Hold on.
Very nice. And we gotta share those guys that helping to get that.
We'll talk about that in a second,
that
they don't know that yet. First off, we can't give my parents kudos to anything because I haven't told them this at all. Hopefully the first time they're hearing the story is going to be through this video right now.
Oh,
they don't know, okay? Because, mind you, I had, like, a drone like that will have, you know, on the screen display, it'll tell you how high up you are. Mind you, I'm 50 feet up. 50 feet up. I said 40. When I looked back, it said 50.
Oh,
okay?
Shit.
Looking down at the street, trailing along Josh's... Actually, no, matter of fact, I couldn't even find Josh's car because at that point. Next thing you know, I turn my camera up, and all I see is a tree. And I was like, fuck. Like, I knew what was going to happen in that moment.
How far was it? Or how high was it?
Like 50 feet up.
Yeah, it was 50 feet up, guys.
And, like, we spent 3 hours at this spot just, like, trying to get... throwing golf balls, because we were right by a golf ball course. Throwing golf balls at the tree to hopefully like bump it out of the tree and catch it.
Yo, we're throwing golf balls at this fucking 50 feet drone, thinking like it's gonna come down. I'm with the hoodie, like holy shit! If it drops, like I'm gonna fucking try to grab it. Yeah.
No, we literally were like praying that if it falls, we can catch it because like I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna tell my parents like, I gotta buy a new one because it broke, because it was a gift, and I was like, and I knew that like financially it was like. That put a dent as a birthday gift. Yeah, and I was like, that's fucking sucked. Exactly. Yeah. So I was like stressing and like it was so high up that when I called the park ranger, they were like, good luck, dude. They were like, they did not have any option. I called the fire department. We don't solve that.
Yeah, didn't we? Yeah, we called the fire department and they had...
No, literally like... And like we'll show a clip in a second because we did record.
Honestly, let's roll that clip right now.
Yeah, we'll roll the clip right now.
Trying to get the drone. So
that's easier.
Here.
Alright, you might have to catch it now. Alright, you guys, this is on Monday's episode. We're finally getting the drone out of the tree. I want to say thank you to Griffith Park in the city of Los Angeles for providing us this for free. Josh, show what we have. Providing us this for free to get our drone out of there. We've been here for 3 hours now. Going on 3 hours.
Try and get it. So we're way up there, you guys can't see it, but let's go.
Let's go. Let's get my drone out of here. Josh, do you understand how happy I am right now?
Alright guys, about to get back to the drone.
About to get back to the drone. To the left. To the left.
That way.
He knows where it is.
It's taking a while. Oh, I see it. Oh my god. Let's go. He's so close. Oh shit. Yeah!
Yeah!
Woo!
Now you got
just
a
got
bunch
our
of
drone
people
back.
living in an apartment. The damage?
No,
Perfectly fine.
we're good. We just might need to charge.
Let's go.
Let's go. But no,
Honestly, that was crazy.
No, honestly. No, honestly, shout out to the guys that were willing to like stop their jobs for a second to help me out with that, because it was honestly probably the most stressful 3 hours of my life ever.
What was his name?
Ricardo, I think. Something like that. It
think
was around that.
was
It started with an R, I know that. It might have been Ricardo. But
thank you so much, Ricardo. I think that was your name. If I'm not, I'm so sorry, mistaken.
Let's be honest,
misjudging your name. Honestly, you're probably not watching it, but thank you so much for your help because it really helped.
No, literally, like, honestly, God, like, if the moment that guy with the arm thing on his truck said, "Let me call my supervisor," we didn't have it on camera, but like, we were confident thinking that he was gonna be willing to help us because we didn't film the whole thing. But the first guy in the big truck with fucking manure, which was a disgusting smell, by the way.
Yes, it was.
He was.
Yo, we are in this truck, right? Okay. There is a fucking full like thing of manure. I'm like, okay, like I'm thinking like it's tall enough. We're gonna try to throw the shoe up to the drone. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, so we jump on this fucking truck, and we're like, all right, like we're about to throw the shoe, and I'm like, holy shit, like we're still not that high up. Like it's probably what was it?
It was
like,
still probably 20 feet above us.
Yes.
It was pretty high. I mean, it was very stressful. And like when we couldn't reach, he's like, I have a coworker that has with another truck that has like the big arm with the basket. You can like get up. I said, does it just get you closer? Or do you think it could reach? He's like, no, 100% could reach it. He could just pick it out of the tree. So the guy shows up, and I wave him down, and I'm like, hey, do you think you could use that to grab my drone out of the tree? It's a really expensive drone, and I really cannot afford to lose that right now. So he's like,
$1,300 drone, by the way, guys.
Yeah,
this
like,
is very fucking expensive.
It's very expensive. Not to mention it's a gift that I haven't had for more than like 2 months.
Even expensive.
Exactly. And like the moment that I thought I was confident the guy was gonna say yes because his coworker's like, he's gonna come help you.
Yeah.
And then the first thing he says is like, listen, I did something like that recently. My supervisor got mad at me. Let me call him.
Then we're like, fuck.
I
don't know what's gonna happen.
I remember telling Josh, like, very briefly, I said, if his supervisor says no, that's like all hope gone right there, because that is the
we don't know what to
only
do.
chance we have to get this shit out of the tree.
And we did.
No, and like ultimately,
No,
you guys
we
saw.
didn't.
Ultimately,
Yeah, we
they
did.
saw the clip. Ultimately, they saw the clip. Like they did do it, and I'm forever grateful for them. Mom, Dad, I'm sorry. It happened. The drone's safe. I love you guys. I appreciate the gift. But it was, yeah. I didn't want to tell you. The funny part was I called my uncle who was going to be in the car with my dad in no less than 5 minutes to see if he had any ideas as to how to get that drone out of the tree.
What'd he say?
And he said, I have no idea. But I told him, I said, listen, the moment you get in my dad's truck, do not say anything. Do not mention this phone call. We never had this conversation. I don't want to, no. But
I think that day was very stressful,
Very.
But at the same time, it was actually a really cool, like, happy ending.
Okay, before the camera
Hey,
cuts,
you know-
because
you
it has
know
a
what's
30-minute
funny?
time limit, I'm going to
Hey,
reset it. Give us 2 seconds.
Woo!
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, guys, before we segue into the next part of the conversation, if I fall asleep at any point, I'm sorry. I want to notice the fact that it is literally, I don't even know what time it is. It doesn't say it on my phone. Probably like 1 o'clock.
12:52.
It's 1 o'clock in the fucking morning when we're filming this. 1 o'clock in the morning on Friday, the same day that this is dropping, we're filming this. Because we were supposed to film this in Vegas.
We never did.
Never did. Did not have time. Did not have a chance.
We are right now, okay? It's only matter. You got it.
So, yeah, go ahead and take it away, Josh, and let's
So-
talk more about our guest that's right here with us.
Johan, So brief story how I met him, and why he's here today. Is I work at a pizza shop named Dobrik's. David's Dobrik's Pizza Shop. I think we talked about that already. You do too.
Oh, I do. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you never had it, bro. I thought.
So, anyways, we both work there, and I found him, and I think it was like the first. I think
You found him on the sidewalk. Said, "Hey, you want a job?"
No. I met him. So I think it was the first time. It was actually my roommate and I. We were like working. This guy comes back. We're like, "What the fuck? This guy looks like a customer." And I'm like, "Okay." I go right up to him like, "Yo, like you're not supposed to be over here."
I was looking nice. That's why I looked like a customer.
So I'm like, "Yo, you're not supposed to be over here." He comes in the back. He's like, "Oh no, I'm a new worker." And I'm like, "Oh okay, like I'm gonna be working here." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I meet him. We start talking about like a lot of stuff. He shows me his Instagram. I start finding out how he dances. He does a lot of stuff in public. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, do you want to be in a YouTube video? And he's like, yeah. So he was in the first Barbie part 2 YouTube video.
Yes.
And I was like, dude, this guy's hilarious. Super cool guy. So I honestly want him on here to show him, to show you his life story and why he's here and what he wants to accomplish here. So, why'd you go here, Johan? Or why'd you go to LA?
LA, the dream city, bro. When I was a kid, I remember I used to dance for these groups called the Monkeys.
The Monkeys?
The Monkeys in Consuelo. That was the only group I danced back home. And we always say we gotta do it. Flow Hollywood. We always use the term flow Hollywood because everything we see on the entertaining industry that was cool.
You wanted to do that?
Come from Hollywood, and we wanted to be like Hollywood. And out of nowhere, I'm here in LA.
And why I like his whole story is it's kind of my story. Like, I came here to do da-da-da-da, like I want to do this, I want to do that, and he's doing the same type thing, which is really cool. So, sorry, just to cut it off.
I was born here, so...
Yeah, Christian was born here, so he didn't really have a choice. He was starting here.
I started my career here. I started my life here, as a matter of fact. Out the womb.
But yeah, like I was saying...
What did you, what made you go into dancing? Oh, sorry, I already asked that, sorry. What?
Have you watched the movie with all the dolphins that they can sing?
Free Willy? No, that's a whale.
Happy Feet.
Happy Feet.
Oh
yeah.
my God, that's not a dolphin. That's a penguin.
That's a penguin.
That's a penguin. Yeah, the penguin. I'm Happy Feet. That's why I like to dance because I'm Happy Feet.
So what would you call your dancing? Like what would the style be like?
Oh, it would be my own style, dembow.
Well, what do you call it?
Dembow.
Dembow?
Yes.
That's a really cool name.
Yes, dembow. It's a flow in the dance. It's like.
Guys, remember that's a new
Dancing
TikTok trend coming out in
into your
2024.
Dembo's coming out in 2025. It's coming out in pretty soon. It's gonna be a Johan dancing.
No, I mean the LA.
Let's give a brief what you do. Let's roll a clip.
Dale el cuti que él está claro de mi letra, sombra, préndeme la vaina pa' desahogarme. Y lo que tú no sabes que todo el mundo sabe que yo sé que saben, mi abuelo que no saben pa' saber. Saben que no saben pa' saber. Saben que no saben pa' saber. Y lo que tú no sabes que todo el mundo sabe que yo sé que saben, mi abuelo que no.
So, alright. Was that your Porsche?
That was not my part.
What are you standing up for, boy? We still got a podcast to
Hey,
film.
what, you gonna walk up?
Oh, I thought you want me to show the dance.
Okay, show the dance. Yeah. Alright, guys.
It's like
He's about to dance right now.
something like.
It's crazy, dude. I love it. It's
It's
sick.
definitely Happy Feet style. I'll say that much.
So, like... Hold on.
What?
I'm pretty fucked up right now. Alright, so... I'm not fucked up. I'm just like I'm kind of thinking like what to ask
yo,
you.
honestly, you doing like great things to even like come here, have the opportunity to do the stuff that you're doing, and even just be able to have the name Dobrik under your belt.
I think it was really cool. How did
Like-
how did you get to that? How did you get to Dobrik's?
Topics? Oh, you know Alex, the director? I worked with him for like 7 years in another company.
Okay.
So I called him that I need a job, and he like, come tomorrow. I got you.
Okay.
So I shoot through. I got the job. I got connection, and I think I'm a pretty hard worker.
Yeah, you are.
And I put my love in what I do, and I'm a team player, so I always get the job I need.
Like, back to the main point, though, it's like, for somebody like you to come and not be an American citizen originally and, like, be here working under these names and having these people that you get to, like, meet and do all the stuff, like, that's an opportunity. That's a blessing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's you. Like, how long have you lived here for now?
I live for the last 10 years of my life.
10
in
years.
LA.
And, like, yeah, you might not be in the big spotlight or making, like, big bucks, but to still have those names under your belt and see that you're in that, like, position is an amazing opportunity. And, like, a lot of people don't come here.
Did you used to look up to David?
Say that again?
Did you used to look up to David Dobrik, or do you not know him?
No, I actually get to know about David Dobrik when I started working over there. I didn't know
That's cool.
him. I didn't know nothing about him. But when I saw who he was, I was like, oh, shit. And then when I met him in person, I was like, oh, shit. This nigga's really humble.
Yeah.
This is like...
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Somebody who's made,
I make a mistake today.
you know, it's
What'd
just
you
kind of
make?
like,
I steal this jersey.
Let's roll that clip.
we're really gonna roll that clip.
We gotta roll the clip.
We should not.
Hell
roll that
yeah.
We will.
We gotta roll that.
Let's
clip. It's
do
a
it.
branded store. Why
I
are
don't
we
give
gonna
a
roll
fuck.
that
We don't have to
clip?
tell the store.
What if the store knows?
The store's not gonna fucking know.
He doesn't name.
Okay,
he doesn't say the name of the
let's
stores.
talk about Chris's thing then.
Okay. Well, that's my fucking brand. I can't fucking do that. But I'm a fucking Molly.
Oh, you just said the name.
Well, we'll cut that. We'll delete that.
I want to.
Cut.
You're making this editing so much harder than it needs to be from you right now. Bro, literally,
Hey, shout out to Jaisel, que la está aprendiendo fea. Roche RD, el alfa, el jefe. Y el movimiento está aprendido ahora mismo. Que sigan la controversia, que sigan la vaina. El dembow es lo que va. Así que ya ustedes saben, RD, están escuchando la payola que le estamos aquí dando de Los Ángeles, California. Where we at?
I don't know what he just said. I can't
Where we
understand.
at?
But we're
Where
about
we
to
at?
put the
Where we
caps
at?
for
Where
you
we at?
guys.
Where we at right here?
he just said it in the
We're in the
sentence.
podcast.
No. What city we are right here?
Los Angeles, California.
Okay, we en Los Ángeles, California, y la payola que yo le estoy dando cuesta, oyeron, así que ténganme en consideración.
Shout out to
Right?
our entire
Right.
Hispanic
Okay.
audience.
Keep talking.
We got a decent. We're gonna get a decent Hispanic audience now, bro.
We are, which is nice.
Johan, you better shout us out, bro.
All right, so what do you want to do in the future? What's looking like for like 5 years for you?
I want to be in movies, bro.
What type of music? What type of movies?
Movies, all kind of movies. I fit in all kind of movies. I'm an actor. I born being a character. I'm
Okay.
a character. I own the character.
We've learned that
We have.
over the Barbie
And
video
I'm a
today.
real character. I don't fake shit. I do everything.
Let's
real.
roll a clip from the short film of what do we got to lose. Johan's part.
Hey, my part was dope.
Dude, your part had people staring at you. I was
It was
sitting in
crazy.
the corner. I'm like,
It was crazy.
yo. I'm like,
Let's talk
I lost
about the
a
people at the park that was trying to stare at you.
You know, that was the most traumatizing part about this whole shoot was literally going back to that same exact location post almost losing my entire drone.
How'd that feel like to you?
It was terrifying to look at that tree and be like, my drone was up there.
Yeah, sure.
And like the stress, like I relived that stress for a
Trust
good
me,
5 minutes.
I felt that, and just to look up, your neck hurt.
Yes.
It was
No,
really
my
high.
neck was killing me the next day. I was like, yo, this sucks. Like, Vegas is something I needed, honestly. I keep saying that, but it's something I
It was a
needed.
cool getaway. It wasn't the best trip, but it was a cool getaway. That's all I
No,
gotta
I mean,
say.
We gotta
Let's
do-
talk about, okay,
We gotta do
what do you want to talk about?
one
Joe?
more thing in Vegas.
We gotta do
We're going back to Vegas?
So,
Miami's babies. I know you can see me. You, baby girlfriend.
so
going there.
we're in the Luxor. And if you don't know what the Luxor looks like, we'll probably pull a picture right now.
I'm getting dizzy just thinking about it.
And it's basically just a pyramid. And it's based off like Egypt and stuff and all that culture, which is pretty cool. Anyways, when you get in the hotels where you're supposed to go to the rooms, it doesn't go like this way. It fucking goes this way. So when you're on that elevator, it feels like Twilight Zone. And if you haven't been, Twilight Zone in Disneyland, it's a fucking like a ride that's basically you're like this and you go up and down, kind of like G-force type of thing you get from that ride. That's what I was feeling like when we were on this elevator. So when I feel this fucking thing shaking left and right, I'm like, holy shit, we're about to die.
Yeah, literally.
So right when we got in this elevator, I'm like, fuck, my life's about to end. We're about to die.
Not to mention we're going this way, not this way.
Yes, we're going diagonally.
We're going at the angle of a pyramid.
We come to find out that if you look across the pyramid, you are going this way. So that makes sense. But when we got first in the elevator, what did it feel like, Christian?
It felt, I don't even know how to describe it. It did feel like a Disneyland ride. I mean...
And we felt off when we came off it, which is
our
crazy.
equilibrium was like off. I felt like after I got out of there, I was like...
Christian, are you hiding?
Am I hiding?
You're super drunk, guys.
Oh, shh.
Christian is hiding right now.
I'm not... I'm sober, guys. Sober 2023. We good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, that threw my equilibrium off. And what was so funny was when we took the elevator back down, everybody was... I was fine, honestly. Everybody else was terrified. Dan was absolutely terrified.
Dan was fucking terrified.
Literally, when I tell you we had the most... Like, we reached
Dan,
the weight
Dan was
limit.
just funny at the
Like,
most, though.
on the
really
way
cool.
back down on that same elevator, like, it was a full elevator. We hit, like, maybe 3 floors with, like, 3 people coming in at a time. Our friend Dan was just like, that's enough, guys. No, that's enough. No, fuck you. No, you're not getting on. Like, he's like, I'm not doing this ever again. He was so,
I think all of us had a scarring fucking experience.
I was fine, honestly. You guys were all scarred, but
You weren't fine. You were fucking
was
back.
fine.
No, you weren't.
I was
The fuck
laughing
you
with that
talking
one
about?
couple in the elevator.
Fight. Who was fine, who was not? Fight.
He was scared of his
Fight
mind.
for
He
it.
knows it.
I wasn't scared. I said I wanted to go again.
No, you said I don't want to go
fucker.
on it. You were looking for the stairs.
No, I was. Oh, I was looking. I think we're all looking for the fucking stairs.
I was just going to the elevator, dog.
Anyways, it was fucking crazy.
Should I go in?
I wish we had a clip for you guys, but we didn't. We weren't recording at the time, and it was just
Vegas was too hard to
fucking
record.
nuts.
Guys, again, we were supposed to record this podcast in Vegas.
Yes.
That's how little time we had.
Yeah, it was crazy. It didn't feel like, okay, honestly, how I can experience like what, sorry, not experience, but what I feel from this trip, what I got from it is, I think it was just it was just such a business trip. Like, boom, 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 we have to go over here. Then we have to go over here. We have to wake up super early. We have to wake up super late. And it was just a lot of stuff, which was just put a toll on probably all of us. And if it was probably a cool, like a really good trip, we could have been at the hotels, just gambling, drinking,
Partying.
do whatever you would do in Vegas, basically.
Whatever
what we
Vegas
weren't
has
fucking doing. So
No,
we got
should've-
tattoos.
Yeah, that tattoo hurt like a bitch.
Yeah, like I had a heavy hand. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. He was a cool dude. The fact that, man, I didn't get on a clip, but the fact that Dan swapped fucking beanies with him was fucking hilarious.
That was hilarious.
Literally, you were wearing the beanie earlier
It gave me
today.
it gave me
my
the
God.
beanie,
Fucking-
which is funny.
You saw it?
It looked harder on you what it would look on Dan.
Damn.
I did say that over the phone tonight. Oh my God, I forgot about that shit. It's
That
true
was
though.
fucked up, but it was true. It was facts.
Damn.
I mean, you know, Vegas is Vegas. And I feel like it would have been so much, like, not so much, but, like, it would have been a lot. I don't know how to put it.
I think we're just running around the whole fucking time. If I can just be completely honest, we were running around the whole time.
Next time we gotta bring
like in the
Johan with
movie?
us.
Like in the movie.
Hangover?
Yeah, hangover.
It was a hangover. We lost Josh for like 3 hours. We couldn't
Yeah.
find him.
I don't know where it went. I think it just disappeared.
This man almost got in a fight with a security
I
guard
did, I
in
did.
Vegas. I don't know we can talk about it. You can explain that.
So basically, these guys were at the pool.
At the
And if we be
Bellagio.
completely honest, we didn't even stay at the Bellagio. So I was like, how the fuck did they get in the pool? So I guess they sneaked in, and I was like, okay. I was like, let me see if I can get here. I'm trying to follow directions of what my friend sent me, and I'm like, fuck, I cannot get here. Like the door's closed. Like I'm trying to get in, and it's just not fucking. Like I could not get where they were. So I counter a fucking dumbass security guard. It's just like, hey, do you have a room card? And I'm like, no, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm just short story for you guys. I was just basically telling him, hey, I was lying to him. Like, hey, yeah, I stay here. I'm at this hotel. He comes to find out that I'm not staying at the hotel. And I'm like, okay. Because I tell the guy, I'm like, hey, I'm just trying to look for my friends. They're in the pool. I don't have a room key card, but can you help me to what direction? Where would the pool be? and I'm just getting like aggravated, and he's getting aggravated too, and he's having such an attitude. He's had such an attitude since I met him, and I was like, hey, like, what's the pool? Like, where's the pool? And he's like, I don't know, like, you have to go to the hotel lobby, and the pool's gonna be right there. I go to the hotel lobby, the pool's not fucking there. It's off a different direction, so send me to the wrong direction.
The pool's in the hotel lobby,
and it was really fucking dumb. So I get to the security guard again. I'm like, hey, you gave me the wrong direction. Like, fuck you.
Hey, don't be
and
serving, guys.
Yeah.
That was
gives me the wrong direction. And I'm like, yo, fuck you. I'm like, yo, just tell me where the pool is. Gives me super attitude. And I'm like, hey, like, what the hell? Like, why are you giving me attitude? I'm just asking where the pool is. He's like, oh, like, fuck, like, you're not even at this hotel. So then we start getting in a little bit like aggravation, like an argument basically. And I'm like, dude, like, fuck, you want to start something? And it was just very getting close to a fight, which was happening. But
I guess it goes to show
you guys was arguing like boyfriends and girlfriend type of shit. Are you fucker?
I guess honestly it goes to show like, and this is no shit talk to any security guard, whether you're out, like whether any company or you're working with any specific business. Like, I get you have a job to do. I get you have shit to do.
Yeah.
Okay, but like, realistically, don't be on some power trip. Okay, if you're a security guard,
you just
like,
help a person out,
like,
please.
Like, how do I put it? I don't know how to put it without belittling somebody, because it's not how I mean it.
Put it without.
You're not a cop.
Put it without like, because you say like too many times.
I don't care. But you're not a cop. Okay, if you're a security guard at a hotel, you're a security guard at a hotel making a minimum wage job. You're not a cop.
Yeah.
Don't pretend like you're a cop. Don't pretend like you have some major
so many
authorities. Okay, and that you can limit me to whatever I want to do. Like, I get that you can, okay, but don't rub it in my face as if you're like on some like pedestal over me because of that. Because at the end of the day, and I've been there. I did security, okay, at Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
And I as much as I love that job, but I always remind myself, I'm making minimum wage, so I'm not gonna make myself sound better than they are just because I get to work here and do this stuff. You know what I mean? So it's like, don't be on some power trip for some bullshit minimum wage job. It's like sitting here and saying like, and this is no shot at anybody. It's like sitting here and saying, I work at David Dobrik's Pizza.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you have the name under your belt, but realistically, it's not like you're making $60 an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, don't let the title get above your pay rate. In a sense, don't be on some power trip because of that bullshit. And that's kind of the shit about security guards that pisses me off at some of these places, because it's like,
David Dobrik, we don't make 60, well, we make 40.
Cap. We don't share that because we should not put them under the table.
We can't tell you guys.
All we'll say is that
I made 40.
Johan
he also does.
Tips. All I'll say is that it seems like Dobrik's definitely pays you guys
very
well enough to put it off, and like the work environment is very lax, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it is.
From what I've seen. Mm-hmm. From what I've seen,
it is. It really is.
Yo, we're looking for Dobrik for Davey. they all ask for Davey. Is Davies here? Is Davies here? Is Davies here?
David's probably busy.
I'm glad Davey never there.
Never
and
there.
when he comes, he eating out.
The odds are David's probably busy playing pickleball.
Yeah.
Because he's good at it, from what I've heard.
Is it really good?
I've heard he's really good at it. But, you know, it's all good. But, like, I guess in a long story short, guys, the last 7 days...
It's not been fun.
It's been fun. I wouldn't say it's not been fun.
It's been meteor fun. Like,
it's been unpredictable.
What am I just saying? Meteor?
It has really honestly been
unpredictable.
Unpredictable. It's been very, like... Everything we expected to happen didn't happen. The only thing that didn't happen after the last week is... One of my pictures went up on the Dobrik's page. I was so happy to see that.
That was cool.
It went up. They approved it. They liked it. I'm like...
That was Tony's picture, which is cool.
It was Tony's idea. Shout out Tony. But it was my picture. Shout out to my talent. No. But no. It was honestly like, 3-4 days at Dobrik's just shooting?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
It was relatively a long week.
It was a very long week.
But, and at the end of the day, sometimes we do just fuck up.
Yeah, we do.
I like to preach.
Like I'm gonna preach that shit because
I like to preach.
because honest to God, like it's something that I feel like because I guess I'm gonna like spill a little bit of like our demographic here. A lot of our demographic ranges between 15 years old and 23 years old.
Yeah.
Okay. And for the people in the younger groups, like, stop being afraid to fuck up.
Let's censor that for the younger audience.
Especially
stop feeling afraid to screw up.
You guys,
I might be fucking up right now, but I'm not afraid.
Because realistically, my biggest fuck ups have put me in the position I am now.
That's true.
Okay, my biggest fuck ups, like, and I'm not afraid to say this shit. My biggest fuck up, like, writing out my past relationship for too long, held me back from what the potential I had to offer.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's no shot at anybody. That's my doing. Okay, but making mistakes is what allows people to grow. And
that's true.
People today, and yes, I'm gonna get serious for a minute, but it's like I've realized so many people in the younger generation are so fucking afraid to fuck up. They want to be so fucking perfect, 24/7.
Yeah.
Realistically,
Michael Jackson in the 80s.
Yeah,
that's
literally.
True.
Realistically, you're gonna fuck up.
Yeah, you're gonna fail.
You know, it's kind of like if I fuck up, it's like, I fucked up. All right, cool. Let me fucking shake it off and like figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay. For some people who sit there for weeks and days or months or whatever,
the fear is
dwelling
right there.
Yeah.
You know,
fear.
avoiding and just being afraid of the idea of making a fucking mistake.
So you can just pick yourself back up and say, "Hey, I did this mistake. Like, I can learn from it."
Yeah.
Like, well, I fucked up, but it's fine.
As long as you recognize the mistake you're making in life and you try to move on, you will move on. Just recognize it and don't take it like it's so serious. Just take it and that's it. Move on. Like
no,
he
literally.
said.
Literally. Make sure the camera's still rolling.
I'm pretty fucked up, I'm not gonna lie.
We're good. We got like 3 more minutes left to go.
Alright, we should end it pretty soon.
Yeah. Oh shit, boys! This has
been a really fun podcast. I'm not gonna lie.
It has
really
been
cool.
a pretty fun podcast, bro. It's
Thank you, Johan, for definitely coming. Seriously.
Johan.
So far, so fucking good, and can't wait to see me.
Hell yeah.
You're gonna see me.
Hell yeah. Hell
You
yeah.
see what I'm talking about.
Guys, this is wild. Ugh. Guys, I'm just gonna like fall asleep after this. I don't even know if I have time to edit this. But
I think, guys, that's a wrap. Thank you so much, Johan, for coming in. Thank you so much for telling your life story and why you came here.
I couldn't even finish, but you guys get what we are about. Thank you guys
That's true.
for inviting me.
Man.
It was hella fun.
Of course.
Like, thank you for letting me share whatever you guys allow me.
Yeah.
I love it because I make a whole bunch of joke, and this is who I am.
No, Johan is probably one of the coolest motherfuckers I've met in my life, and
Really cool guy.
he's living the dream. He's doing great things. There's a lot of potential in this guy, and I see it. You know, as long as you keep pushing yourself, as long as you keep doing it, brother, and like, I respect you for it. I respect you for being down to earth. I respect you for being honest, and you know, I see that in you as a person, and like, you know, it's only up from here.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I always show myself, never hide me. If you get to know something about me, it's just the realest. I got the realest in me, and I'm always act like it because I'm a character.
But no, guys, like, it's been a wild week. Again, sorry if you guys are disappointed that we can't do 2 uploads a week.
Yeah,
but
so sorry,
we can't
guys.
spread ourselves thin. We got to make sure we have time for family and, school for me and work for him and everything. We got to respect ourselves. And I think both of us would probably rather provide quality content than
I think
quantity.
that's a good schedule. I think they'll like it too.
No, it is. And I think quality is better over quantity.
That's
and
true.
we're still offering quantity at the same time.
Yeah.
Right, I mean, so
yeah, guys.
Hey. I used to work in a pizza place.
used to?
Used to.
That
That the guy might see this video, but he used to say, quantity over quality.
bullshit.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching the Lamb Star podcast. I'm your host, Josh.
My name was Christian.
Juan Niño with Juan.
Make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe to this
I
podcast.
I quit.
And something we didn't put out, if you guys don't have time to watch the full video, even though you're at the end, okay? We are on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Amazon. We're on everywhere for you guys to listen on long car rides. Make sure to check us out. We're funny, I think.
All down
We
the
got
description
segments,
down below.
and yeah, we will see you guys in next week's episode. All right. Make sure to have a great rest of your night. Peace. We love y'all.